everyone, so this review is for A Wild Moon Rises by Jen Silver. It was very nice. I had a paperback copy of this one this time, so I'll just quickly show that to you. Thank you, Jen. It's a lovely paperback. The camera doesn't do the justice of how beautiful the colours actually are on the cover. It's stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. This is the review, the video review for A Wild Moon Rises, and I have just posted my written review, so if you want to check that out, if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on my blog, there's a link within the post. This was such a beautiful story. Like, it blew me away, completely unexpected how beautiful it was. Mal has been through an emotional breakup, and now with writer's block, and the demands from her publishers after 8 months of travelling, they're kind of getting on top of her. A DNA test has revealed that she's also related to, on her mother's side, to a baron who's recently died in Briar Bay. And upon arriving, she meets Celine, who she just happens to look a lot like a woman that she's just met when she's been travelling. And they become tangled up in an attraction that, when Mal reveals who she is, could actually destroy everything between them. So I loved every second of this story. Briar Bay had the most picturesque scenery and imagery, and to Mal and Celine's sort of slight awkwardness but cute attraction to one another, there was just everything packed into here. And it had a little scandal thrown in too, which was really clever, and I really loved that bit. It really sort of gave into Mal's career as a writer, and it was not what I expected, but it made this whole story was just one big unexpected surprise. The title really gives nothing away about the magical and cute story within, but it alludes to it being that. Just like it just does. A Wild Moon Rises leads you to believe a magical and cute story lives within, but it was completely unexpected, and it wasn't what I expected at all. But I loved how Mal just wanted to get herself back to feeling like someone she could recognize, and she didn't welcome people recognizing her, but she just wanted to feel like herself. And she didn't want she didn't want their attention, and she didn't want them wanting her attention either. She just wanted to just disappear a little bit and be herself. She wanted to be Mal, not Mal the writer. And whereas Celine was reserved but all giving, and although she didn't understand why Mal had been so confused upon their first meeting, it didn't take long for her to understand why. And I won't tell you why, because it's a bit of a spoiler. But while Celine didn't know who Mal really was, there was all this air of worry for her and her family that the Baron's heir was going to turn up and cause disruption for their family, who'd become a part of his through marriage. So there was that extra level of complication, and it was honourable really how Mal had absolutely no intention of that, but of course that assumption would have been made, and she made that decision even before she met Celine and knew how she was involved. But how that then, it didn't change either when she did know who Celine was. So she really cared about everyone she met, and she even used her astute skills as an author to help someone vulnerable, and no one else had picked up on any of the clues, and it was really a skill that only she had. So there was a lot of heart in both Mal and Celine, and I was so glad they found one another, and I am excited for their future. So I'm hoping they're going to turn up in future stories. There's also lots of lovely little Easter eggs throughout the story for me as well. I was like, every other turn of a page or something that sort of made me like, yay, I like that too. Or yeah, I know what that is, or where that is, or whatever. So it had lovely little Easter eggs in it as well, which were really nice when you're reading a book and something seems familiar. But it was truly beautiful, a slow burn romance about two people who deserve love and the kind, caring community they found it in. And so I really, really enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. I'll pop a link in the description so you can get yourself a copy of A Wild Moon Rises by Jen Silver, which I hope you will. If you've read A Wild Moon Rises, would love to know what you thought of it, so please do share in the comments and let us know. If you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, or you're now super intrigued and thinking, yeah, I really want to read that, then again, please do let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Bye.